Hey everybody, how are you? Happy Thursday. Let me bring my girl Iris on. Hold on a second. How y'all doing? They said it was supposed to rain all week, but it didn't. It rained a little bit, but not too bad. Hey Iris. Oh, that was fast this time.
Yeah, it was.
Normally it takes a while.
I know.
Yeah. How was your day?
It was pretty good. It wasn't too, it went so fast. You don't have enough time in the day to get everything done. But,
I
things that
know.
you want to get done. So,
Right. Yeah, it
but I
goes
had
by
a
so
good day.
fast.
What about your
That's
day?
good. Yeah, my day was good. I would say, I got things done.
That's
So
good.
yeah, so glad about that. Hey, how you doing?
I don't
Yeah,
know what
so
I'm topping on, but it's fine.
yeah, I just waving at people jumping on. So
Oh,
hey,
good.
so well we're gonna get into it. The topic is, and I'm gonna type it in the comments, home value or how to keep your home value up on a budget.
Yes.
Yeah, on a budget. Let's talk about that these days because, right, inflation is real.
Right. Yes.
Inflation is so real.
Yeah, especially if you're thinking about selling, but you're not, probably like a year or two. Start things that you can start working on now, so it won't feel overwhelmed when that time comes. Because then it look
Right,
like like Tiffany said, it look more expensive to get things done. But we
right.
have some little tips on inexpensive ways to work on your property. So
Yeah, or if you're
yeah.
thinking about buying too, people
Mm-hmm.
sometimes get intimidated, right? And they
Right.
say, I don't know, that's a lot of upkeep. How expensive is that going to be? Everything will be,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'd rather just rent and call the maintenance man. But if you want to think about and from an investment perspective and a tax write off,
Right.
there are budget friendly things you can do to care for your home and keep the property value up.
Correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want to mention first? I was going to say caulking.
Yeah, that's a good one. Um,
Let's talk about caulking.
yeah, but when
It,
you caulk, make sure you remove the old caulk.
right. That's a very
Yeah.
good pointer.
Right.
It's a very
Mm-hmm.
good pointer. Most people just get like a handy person to come in and caulk for them. Oh, first of all,
Right.
let me just tell y'all what caulking is because somebody might be on here and they're like, what is that? Maybe
Mm-hmm.
they have always lived in an apartment or, could maybe live with family for a while and they really don't get it. So,
Right.
caulking it's how can I describe it? It's a
Right.
little tube. It's almost like a white filler, right? And it's like a sealant, but
Mm-hmm.
you'll see it. It'll say caulk, CAULK.
Mm-hmm.
It say it on the little tubes you get from Home Depot or Lowe's, right, Iris?
Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
you can caulk not only on the inside of your house, makes your home more energy efficient, like around the windows. Um, shoot, you can caulk actually around the toilets too.
Right. Yeah. And
A
I
lot
was
of
going
people
to
forget about the bottom of the toilets because
seal. Mm-hmm.
it seals and keeps water from leaking out from around your toilet, or even like little bits of, it could be mold or anything like that.
Right. And also
Yeah,
on the floor around the tub.
right
So
around the
yeah,
tub.
because
That's
that's
definitely a
prevent.
good one.
Yeah.
I
Right.
see that
Prevents the water. Mm-hmm.
wear off. Yeah, and you'd be surprised. I've gone in homes. Iris and I, we tour homes frequently, at least a few
Mm-hmm.
times a week. And sometimes you look in a home that maybe has a little age on it, and you'll look like we'll look in the shower, and you'll see like the caulking wearing off, or you can see like a little bit of what looks to be like it's mold.
Right.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
caulking will help that out. And that's something you want to do. I say every year. Every year you want to put fresh caulking. It really does help
Right.
preserve the value of your home and prolongs the life of your windows too.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, on the outside, also on the outside and
You
put
can
it
caulk on
around.
the outside too.
Right.
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
exterior of the home. So
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't cost you much to do. You'd be surprised. People, anybody on here, if you own a home or if you don't, if you do something as simple as caulking, it'll preserve the life of your windows, your toilets and shower areas, tub areas. Um, and so it will help you keep up the pace with the value of your home.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What else have we got?
But you know what else I like to talk about? Cabinets. So, if you like, it could be old cabinets, but also to me, what brings it to life is adding new hardware to it. So, like the
Mm-hmm.
knobs. But when
Right.
you replace those knobs, also replace, I think they call the hinges
Yeah.
like between the door and the cabinet itself.
Yeah.
So
Right.
if you're going to replace the knob, say you replaced it silver, replace
Right.
the hinges silver as well, because people can see that those are old cabinets because of the hinges. And
Right.
sometimes just replacing both so they
Mm-hmm.
match exactly can have people thinking, oh, they install new cabinets too. So,
Right.
but I think that's very important. Even the magnet part inside as well. Some have the
Right.
magnet. Make sure they match as well. Make sure they silver. So even
Right.
if you do go all around. So
Right.
I know it could be a little tedious,
Yeah.
but it does makes the cabinets
It does
look better.
make the cabinets look better, and then just
Mm-hmm.
it's on a budget. It's not
Right.
expensive to
Mm-hmm.
replace hardware.
Right.
Upgrade
Mm-hmm.
them because especially the knobs, because sometimes when there are knobs there on an older home, it looks it makes it look like the cabinets have been there for a long time. So
Right.
your parents, just little small projects can go a long way. You
No.
would be
Right.
surprised. Um,
And just like probably you could do like monthly or every 3 months do something
budget,
really.
yeah, budget for a
Yeah.
small project. I
Yeah.
always say once a quarter.
Once a
I
quarter.
always say, once a quarter, you should budget a project, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
small or a bigger project in your home. What
Right.
about light fixtures? Upgrading light fixtures. That's one of
Yes.
my favorites.
Yes.
That's one
Yes.
of my favorites. Yeah, that
Yeah.
goes a long way in a home. I've seen a home where nothing else was really replaced, but they kept it really clean. I have a listing like that now where it's kept really clean, and then the light fixtures have been changed throughout,
Right.
and
That's what I was
even in
gonna
the
say.
bathroom, even in all the
Right.
bathrooms, and they all match, and it looks modern, and it makes the home more
Yeah.
appealing,
Yeah.
more
But like
inviting,
you.
and more
Mm-hmm.
modern. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Light
like you
fixtures.
said, just make sure they all are changed. So don't
Make
like
sure they
leave
match.
them. You even like if you have a lower level in the basement, change those as well.
Right. Yeah. It should
Yeah.
flow. Yeah. The
Mhm.
light fixtures should flow. They should match and not necessarily color per se, but just like the style, I feel like
Mhm.
it should flow and it should make sense throughout the house.
Right. Yeah,
Um,
that's another one.
yeah, that's a really good one because you can do that little by little, as long as you're kind of keeping the flow of the style of the type of light fixtures.
Right.
you know.
Right.
But that definitely goes a long way, y'all. So you can. I mean, y'all can jump on Wayfair or Home Depot, the websites, and look at the cost of light fixtures and start to take these projects on, and you'll see your house start to transform over time
Mhm.
with these small projects.
Right. And I also want to throw out outlets. So update your outlets.
And
That's
light
another.
fixtures, light
Mhm.
covers. I'm sorry,
Covers.
not
Right.
fixtures, light covers.
Yes.
Light covers.
Yes.
Yeah, I've
Especially when
seen
you
some
paint.
old ones.
Right. You paint your home, but also replace those outlets as well, so they
Yeah,
can look fresh as
definitely,
well. Yeah.
definitely replace the outlet covers, Iris. That's a really good one.
Mhm.
And that is inexpensive and it goes a long way because,
Right.
buyers see those. If you're thinking about selling, like Iris said, to your point, Iris, buyers look at those when they go on a tour, they see those and those are eyesores. And they start to form, a different opinion about your home, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And if you do these small projects while you're still in the home, you're going to save yourself money over time. So you won't have to
Yeah.
rush and do everything at once if you're thinking about selling. If you're not thinking about selling,
Still
you just
right.
want to maintain, you want to maintain your property value. And then,
Mm-hmm.
it does say in your mortgage contract that you're expected to keep your property value up. So we just want to give everybody some budget friendly ways to do it.
Right, right.
Look
So
out for
we touched
this.
some good ones. I'm going through my list
Uh-huh.
here.
Uh-huh.
So even just talk about the outside
Okay.
exterior of the property.
Landscape.
Landscaping, yes.
Mhm.
Especially if you have bushes, keep the bushes trimmed. People, buyers. This is just in case you're thinking about selling. Buyers do ride past the property before. Some buyers ride past the property before they tour the property because
Big
they
time.
want to see what the exterior look like.
Right.
So you want to check the gutters,
Mm-hmm.
the
Make
what
sure
is
they're
it?
cleared out.
Mm-hmm. The wood framing around the property,
Right.
if it's peeling or rotted, start working on that as well. Um, so
Power wash.
yeah,
That
power
is
wash.
a budget friendly way to
Mm,
keep your home up and make it look appealing, to keep the value up
right.
and make it look appealing. So make sure, especially if you have siding, keep it power washed, keep it
Right.
nice and clean, and that's not expensive to do. I mean, there are people out here that power wash, have businesses where they power wash a few $100 it'll
Mm-hmm.
cost. So
Right.
that's definitely something you want to do. I had a client earlier send me a home, and she was like, "What's up with this house?" Right? And it was the notes in the description said the house was great and had all these upgrades. Hey, how y'all doing? Thanks for joining. Said it had all these upgrades, but then the outside of the house, she sent it to me because she thought, "Ooh, maybe I'll get it for cheaper because it was really dirty on the outside."
Oh
So the
wow.
house on the inside was improved, but on the outside, she got the impression that something was wrong because it was that dirty. The siding
Mm-hmm.
was filthy, and
Yeah.
all it probably needs is a good power wash
Power
because the
wash. Right.
price made sense in the neighborhood that it's in, and it said that it had upgrades and a new roof, but it's dirty. So she's like, "Ooh, discount."
And it's just convenient. The property has a lot of trees around it. Also comes with that power wash the deck.
If you
If
have a deck,
right,
power
if you
wash
have
it.
it there, power wash the deck.
Hmm.
So it's a lot. Because, like I said, buyers do ride past, so you want that first impression to stand out.
Right. So again,
So
whether you're selling or even if you're not, we're talking to everybody. It's like we just want to give everybody, little tips on how to keep and your value up in your house, and don't forget, to actually implement these projects.
right,
Keep your home,
right, right, and yeah, and we know the number one thing is declutter. That's the number one thing. I just want to touch bases because I ride past so many garages where
still
it
talking
gets
about the
so
exterior. Okay.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just declutter. It's not expensive to declutter.
Right.
So I ride
It's
past.
labor intensive.
Right, right, right. So I ride past the garages where it be so packed. Start
Right.
decluttering because but like you said, when you get close to, if you want to make a change or move, it's going to be so overwhelming
Right.
that you got to
Mhm.
figure out what you're going to do with these items. There are companies, I don't know what's the companies called that will come and pick items up from your property.
You mean like
Like
you in bulk trash?
not bulk trash, but maybe some like furniture you want to give
Oh,
away,
when you're
some
donating.
clothes,
I
donate it.
can't
Right.
think of
Yeah,
right
that's what
now.
it
It'll come
is.
to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Find a
Yeah.
company where you can donate some old items. That's definitely true. And
Mm-hmm.
usually people, it seems like they do that like right the 3-4 months before they know they're moving. That's when they start hurrying up and trying to do it. But it is good to try to stay organized. So that's a good one.
Yeah.
Um, So for curb appeal, we're talking about the exterior, an inexpensive thing to do. Um, you could do a bed of mulch in the front because mulch is always attractive. It always looks good. Um,
Right.
you know, whether it's black mulch, brown mulch, whatever your color preference. I personally like black mulch or brown mulch. It makes the property pop a little
If you,
better.
yeah,
Yeah.
especially if you have beautiful flowers. Um,
Right.
yes, it does.
Yeah, mulch
Um,
and some sort of plants. Maybe plants that if you're a busy person, you don't have to water them all the time. Plants that kind of can last throughout the seasons. Low
right.
maintenance plants that aren't super expensive. Again, the topic, and I pinned it: home value on a budget. So hey, lady, how are you? Yeah.
Yeah, and also
So
seed. If your grass is thin, maybe throwing some seeds down.
that's
When is
expensive
a good
either.
time to do that? Like around fall? Is that the best time to throw seeds down? I can't remember,
I think
but
would it be spring? Anybody want to
spring.
weigh in? Our girl just jumped on your realtor chick. KW. Hey girly. So what you wanna make a comment and tell us what is an inexpensive or budget friendly thing that a homeowner can do around their home to keep the value up? You can put it in the comment for us. That'd be great. Get a nice little conversation going.
Right.
Some interaction is always awesome. Um, yeah, so
And you know what?
landscape. hmm
No,
I
I
was
was
gonna
going to
say
say, as
landscaping, flowers. We talked about power washing.
yeah, and as you make these improvements, these minor improvements, keep a log of the things
Right.
that you have done.
hmm
So that way it helps just when you've done it, especially if you are thinking about selling. These are items that you go point out when you
Right.
when you hit your property is listed. So that would be good as well.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
a good
check.
idea.
Yeah, and check the electrical and some of the wiring. Like if you have some light bulbs that's just not working, um, if it's not the light bulb, replacing the light bulb, work on trying to figure out what that issue is with
Right
the
now, for an
electrical.
electrician, you may have to budget. That may
Yeah,
not be
that
as
one is a
budget
budget.
friendly.
Right,
So you
right.
may have to put some money aside for that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so keep that in mind. But another budget friendly, what you can do on a budget for home value is you can make sure that your HVAC is serviced annually. And because it's on an annual basis, I feel like that's budget friendly, to make
Keep
sure
it.
you can
Mm-hmm.
HVAC tech to come out
And
and
change the filters.
well, you can change your own filters,
You know,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Keep the filters changed.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Keep the
Mm-hmm.
filters changed, but get your HVAC service annually. That way, between that and making sure that you yourself change your filters when they're supposed to be changed.
Mm-hmm.
Some people do it every 30 days. Some people, buy the filters that last longer, like 60 to 90 days. But whatever it calls for between that, keeping the filters changed and clean so that your
Right.
HVAC doesn't have to work overtime,
Over. Mm-hmm.
and that would shorten the life of your HVAC. And then, of course, replacing it can be expensive if you don't have a home warranty.
Correct. Right.
So yeah, and then also inconvenient too because it always goes out when it's hot outside or freezing.
Always.
Right. So if you're making sure you're servicing it, like Ira said, you can change the filter yourself and they're not expensive.
Right.
You're going to prolong the life of your HVAC and save yourself money over time.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
There's some good ideas, and just check any leaks, like from the faucet, shower. Just check the leaks. A lot of
Right.
stuff you can do, you can learn how to do from YouTube. So.
That's true. You can jump
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube to be cost effective and like I said, we talk about home value on a budget. So,
Yeah.
you can jump on YouTube and show yourself how to do some things. Is there anything else that we didn't touch on? I mean, paint is always a smart
Right.
idea. It's always
Always.
always great. You could
Mm-hmm.
never not you could never not paint enough.
Right.
If I
Right.
said that right.
Right. And also get the baseboard. So when you paint, also paint the baseboard so they can have a fresh color as well.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Definitely do that. And yeah, I mean, I think that's all I got. So we went over
Yeah.
coffee. We're talking about budget because I'm pinned here. I'm gonna say it again for anybody just jumping on. Home value on a budget. And so far, we talked about caulking, upgrading light fixtures. That's my favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, add ceiling fans. I don't think I mentioned that one. ceiling
Right.
fans add value to homes. And you don't have to get the most expensive ceiling fan. You can add one per year if you want. It's cost
Mhm.
effective, as long as it looks nice. Y'all know what
Mhm.
a nice ceiling fan looks like. A nice standard ceiling fan. I wouldn't go for any crazy colors or anything like that. Just something standard, you know.
Right.
But yeah, they do add value, everybody. So think about that too, especially in bedrooms.
Yeah.
hmm Especially in
Mhm.
bedrooms. Which one of these are your favorite, Howard? I told you mine is upgrade light fixtures because I
Mine's
need
are,
pretty light fixtures.
yeah, mine's are the cabinets. So I like
Okay.
everything to be coordinated and make everything to match.
Yeah.
So especially, you don't want to have new doorknobs, but the hinges are old. So I
Right.
just had everything on those cabinets new. So I had
Yeah.
a client that done that, and I know that I thought it was new cabinets. He
Big
said no,
difference.
no, they just changed everything on the
All the
cabinet. So
hardware.
right,
Yeah.
all the hardware on there. Mhm.
Oh, you know what? What about what was I gonna say? So what I hate when I lose my daggone thought. Don't you hate that?
Mhm.
I'm like, damn darn it. I was gonna say, we talked about the light fixtures, but I was gonna say so it'll come to me. It
Yeah,
it came and left
yeah,
just that
and we
fast.
touched the exterior of the property.
Right.
Keeping the bushes trimmed, making sure the gutters stay
Mulch.
clean. Yeah, mulch, nice flowers out if you
hmm
can. So yeah,
Power washing.
and keep the grass cut and trimmed.
Please keep your grass cut and trimmed, y'all.
Yeah.
That's property value. I know it continues to grow, but that is property value, especially if you're thinking about selling it at some point. Just getting in
Mm-hmm.
that habit of keeping the lawn maintenance.
Maintenance,
That's a
right?
huge one. That
No,
curb appeals
actually it
everything.
is.
I
Yeah.
remember now. One of the things I was going to say is I like to see a new door
Mm,
on a home in the front. The front
yeah.
door should be visually appealing. It should stand out. It should make the curb appeal just inviting. Like
Right.
a nice door really draws people in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really
No.
draws people in.
Right.
So if you can find a door at a nice price, get a handyman to install it for you.
Right. And also the screens, the security doors as well. Or not security, what do they call it? Screen doors?
Yeah.
Yeah, as
Mhm.
well. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. Have nice doors, y'all. Because just think about what you want a home to look inviting. Like, ooh, I want to go see that. What's
Right.
inside, right?
My property has a yellow door. Like, yeah, let's go see.
Yeah, I mean yellow or a pretty little blue, like a pretty
Right.
I don't know, what's the blue? Powder blue, something like that.
Yeah.
I've seen red doors of course, we see that often. Um I've seen orange lately too. I've
No,
been seeing
I saw
orange doors.
yellow. I saw yellow.
Yeah, yellow,
Mm-hmm.
orange, yeah. So but just something that's visually appealing.
Mm-hmm.
So think about that. That's a nice investment. Doors don't have to be super expensive, but the exterior door should be inviting, and that's a project you should definitely budget for,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you're thinking about selling.
Right. Yeah.
Just remember, the first impression is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Remember
Yeah.
that. hmm
Yeah, I'm trying to go over my list, but I think we hit.
Did we hit
Unless
everything?
I think so. Unless someone else have some ideas
Does anyone
that
have any ideas? I think
to
we hit
throw
all
out
the
there.
all the budget friendly ways to keep value of a house. I think Shakia jumped on and jumped off.
Yeah, because I think I
Um,
mentioned like leaky faucets and running toilets.
yeah, you
Check,
did. And we
yeah.
talked about
Mm-hmm.
refreshing paint.
Yeah, drywall holes and nail
hmm
pots. So yeah. Yeah, we
Right.
touched about,
Ah,
yeah.
it came to me, Iris.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the door, the other thing I like it when people make sure that they replace the mirrors in bathrooms. Like say if you have an old looking, outdated mirror in the
Mirror.
bathroom over
Mm-hmm.
over the sink,
Mm-hmm.
it should look modern and updated. You can get a nice mirror if it's not Home Depot or Wayfair or Lowe's. You can get one from Home Goods.
I'm gonna say Home Goods anywhere, right? And
One of my favorite
especially,
stores.
yeah, especially if you're gonna change all the fixtures around the property, if you want to change those mirrors as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that's that's that expensive to do. You
Yeah.
know,
I
if
just since you said that, I just thought about the tub. So if you have an old tub, um, you can get a tub stain. I think it's called stain, right? Because I have clients that have done that instead of purchasing a new tub, and
right,
especially if you have
it's
a tub that is stained or peeling, you can get it stained instead of purchasing a new tub. So that is,
let me see what it's called because stuff. Sometimes I forget stuff.
yeah. I want to say stain.
What's the
Oh,
name?
yeah.
I forget. My client just had hers done reglaze. It's called glaze.
Reglaze, yes, what it
Yeah,
is.
reglaze.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
reglaze. So
Uh-huh.
that's very. I think that's good to do.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a few $100s. That's not
right.
expensive.
It's not right.
Yeah, you definitely want to do that, y'all. If you have, especially if you have an older home,
Mm-hmm.
you got that tub that can be glazed. Keep
Right.
it. Yeah, because over time that glaze wears off. So you want to definitely, reglaze your tub ever so often.
Right. And
Yeah, every so often you want to do that.
also thinking about the shower pan at the bottom. The shower
Oh,
pan.
if you have a shower pan, yeah.
Yeah.
Caulk that, y'all, please. Keep your shower pan caulked.
Right. Yep.
Keep it caulked. Goes a long way. So these are all you. I'm telling you, people that own a home, they do these small things, and their home will stand the test of time. It'll
Right.
keep pace with the market. Is in terms of value. It'll always stay, fresh and up to date.
Mm-hmm.
Just these small projects. So we're gonna
Right.
we're gonna run them down one more time for anybody who's just jumping on.
So.
Caulking.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Iris.
Oh, I thought you wrote them down, so I was waiting for you to just go ahead with your whole list. We
Upgrading the
also,
light fixtures.
yeah,
Add ceiling fans. Landscaping. Service your HVAC annually.
right,
Keep your filters changed.
yeah,
Keep
and
fresh paint.
yeah,
Room
keep
by
fresh
room.
paint,
Doesn't have to be a whole house. Room by room.
right, and
But
start decluttering. And like I said, like one of mine says, RV cabinets. When you add, if you have old cabinets, just plain old cabinets, add some hardware to it, but make sure all the hardware are changed,
right.
not just the doorknobs, every hardware on there, so it won't look mixed matching, and you can tell those are old cabinets. So
Right.
I
And
think it brings
it's
a lot.
fun. I think it's
Mhm.
fun when you do those little projects when it comes together. You go and
Mhm.
you pick out, new mirrors for the bathrooms or
Right.
new cabinet hardware. And then when you see it come together, I think it's fun. Oh, we said light covers, remember?
Yeah, outlets. Yeah.
Yeah,
Change the outlets
outlet covers and light
and light
covers.
covers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. We
Yeah.
said that too. So these are all inexpensive ways, y'all. I hope this encouraged you. If you are thinking about buying a house, I hope it encouraged you and you don't feel overwhelmed by the thought of expenses.
Right. Right.
And I hope that if you own a home, this helped you get motivated about loving on your home again.
Improve, yeah, doing improvements around. Like like I said, you can always get on YouTube. Videos walk you through, because I do it sometimes myself. I
Right.
go on YouTube a
Me
lot for
too.
a lot of things, other things too. But yeah,
Yep.
it's like, but you can, like even if you go to Home Depot, they'll tell you how to do what's the best things to get, how to do it. So
Right.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or you can just hire a good old handyman if you have an extra in your budget.
right,
Just go buy the material. You can do that too.
yeah.
All right.
Well, this
Well,
was great.
this was great. I think this was a great topic. It's definitely going to help somebody. So I hope y'all
Mm-hmm.
have a great night. We're going to get up out of here. We are at the office and we are
Yes.
getting ready to leave. We're going to bounce. Good night,
Yeah.
y'all.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.